Hey guys, Dave here with Transfer Express, and today we are here to wrap up our Getting Started series with part 3. Now in this video, we're going to cover how to get quick quoting and pricing, how to navigate the price list that you received with your sample pack, and we'll even get into how you could easily add wholesale apparel to your cart, one through the wholesale apparel section on transferexpress.com and one through EasyView Online Designer. So are you ready? Let's jump in. So in your kit, you should have received a pricing sheet or a pricing guide. Now this pricing sheet is the most updated price guide that we have available right now. So you'll see here broken down in the screen printed pricing on the pricing sheet is that there are 3 levels for our screen printed transfers. Now the first level is Easy Prints, which is using our artwork in EasyView Online Designer like we showed you in part 2. The second tier is vector pricing, and that is if you upload your own custom vector artwork into EasyView Online Designer and has that middle tier pricing. And our premium pricing is for non-vector, so that's if you're uploading raster or bitmap artwork in the uploader or in EasyView Online Designer. In addition to the screen printed transfers pricing, we have pricing for the reflective, the stock numbers, express names, metallic foil, everything else. All of the effects that we covered in the first video are all going to be the screen printed transfers. The Elastiprints, Hot Split Retro, the glitter, the metallic, everything there. On the back side of the sheet, you'll see all of the full color pricing when we're talking about ultra color transfers. So the stretch, the soft, the stretch with blocker for your sublimated garments, all of that is here. Even the image sizing, super handy guide all on one sheet here. Now, for any reason, if you don't have the guide and want to see updated pricing, you could always go to the upload page and just mock your way through a upload. And you'll be able to see based on your configuration what the pricing of your transfers will be. The same with EasyView Online Designer. You could go into EasyView Online Designer, throw some artwork on there, configure your product on the right-hand side, your transfer type, what garment it's going on, what quantity you need, what inks are printing, and you'll be able to get a good quote right there in EasyView. Now the easiest way to find pricing for your project is on transferexpress.com. Just head on up to the Help Center up here at the top of the page. That's going to take you to the Help Center here, where there's tons of information about almost everything we do. However, right here on the left-hand side, you can see in this first column that there is pricing calculators. If we click onto pricing calculators, you'll see here that we have the ability to go through any of the product lines and configure any products. Now this is just going to give you quick pricing, and of course it's dependent on the information that you're putting in, like color count or product type. Now one great way to make sure you're color counting is just go through your design and count on your fingers how many different colors there are. With screen printed transfers, we're printing in what we call spot color. So every single different color has its own screen, and the transfers are priced accordingly. Now one thing to keep in mind is accurate color counts of your artwork when you're getting pricing or quotes for your order. Now you even see here on the price sheet that the pricing is broken down by 1 color, 2 color, 3 color, 4 color. And you don't want to be surprised by an extra color impacting your pricing when you've already given your customer a quote for, say, a 2 color. One thing to keep in mind too when you are getting your accurate color counts is what transfer type to use. Now screen printed transfers are economical in that 1, 2, sometimes even 3 ink range before it is more cost effective to switch over to the full color, ultra color transfers. Now that all depends on if you're doing a full gang sheet as priced here on the pricing guide, or if you're doing the individual images with ultra color if you don't require a full sheet of your order. Of course, the screen printed transfers only come in full gang sheets, so they are super awesome if you could pack a lot of prints onto that gang sheet. So regardless of how you are uploading your artwork, every single order passes through our graphic design team. Now our graphic design team will even redraw raster artwork for absolutely no extra added art charges. But that is why they are slightly delayed on the turn time. Vector artwork still gets the same touch to make sure it's going to print awesome, even with our easy prints, most of the time our designers are looking at it to make sure everything's configured properly and everything will be printing awesome on your transfers. Now this gives you stellar professional results on your transfers regardless of how your artwork was uploaded to us, whether it be a napkin sketch or a photo you pulled off the internet that isn't quite print ready, or even your vector files that might have some stray points, paths, or anchors hanging out there. Now this added file prep step gives you the confidence in your artwork that only Transfer Express can provide. We are here to help you get the best quality product out there, and our design team is a huge portion of that. Now calculating your print cost is only half of the pricing battle, whether you're quoting customers or just figuring out how much your project is going to cost. The other half, of course, is what garments you will be decorating on. Now, Transfer Express, we're very proud to have a huge, robust catalog of wholesale apparel available right on our site. Now, we don't require a tax ID or any business information like a lot of other wholesale suppliers provide. We do this as a service for you to make it super easy to add custom apparel, whether you're a big-time decorator or a small-time decorator. Purchasing wholesale apparel at transferexpress.com is incredibly easy. You can navigate over to the wholesale apparel section, and here you could search by style or garment manufacturer, or just browse through hundreds of different options. All you have to do is click into each product page, select the colorway that you would like to order, and just add how many quantity of each size. Of course, right here you could see how many are available in the warehouse, so you're never surprised by out of stock when you're ordering your apparel. Another way to order wholesale apparel is over in EasyView Online Designer. Now it is incredibly convenient and easy to add apparel to any one of your projects if you are already designing here in EasyView Online Designer. We'll click down here on the bottom right hand side after your artwork's ready to go to the Apparel Share button. This is going to take us to the mockup tool that we mentioned in the EasyView kind of intro in part 2 of this series. And as you can see here, you could select on the left-hand side what garment you want, what colorway you want, and then over on the right-hand side, you could see the sizes available. Now here, all you have to do is input the sizes of what specific garment you would like to order and add it to the cart. Everything from the EasyView session goes straight into your cart for super easy ordering. This is great if you want to add a few pieces or a whole bunch. It's just another way that we want to make it the most convenient and easy for you to add wholesale apparel to your custom transfer order. Now there's a couple things to keep in mind when you are browsing apparel. First, look at the fabric type, because that's going to impact what transfer type you're going to use. 100% cotton, that goof-proof hot split's fine. If it's 100% polyester, you should probably be using Elastiprints or one of the ultracolor lines with a lower application temperature. Another thing you're going to want to look for is the available colorways. Sometimes when you're working with a client who you're decorating custom apparel for, they want a specific color that may not be available in certain styles of garments. So always look for the swatches on each page and be able to select accordingly. Another thing to look for is if the inside label is a tearaway label. Now, if you're relabeling and printing the inside tag on any of your shirts, it is great to have a tearaway label so that it removes nice and cleanly with ease and quickly when you're printing the full job. Now, some garments are not available in a wide size range as others, and sometimes you'll have to find a comparable style if you're in the 3X, 4X, 5X, or even extra small sometimes. Another thing to keep in mind when you're shopping around on apparel is looking at trends and what the top styles are. In the garment decorating industry, there's been a few styles like the Bella Canvas 3001 or the Next Level 3600 that consistently rank at the top of the charts in terms of sales. And those are for good reason. They're comfortable, economical tees that print great. Now, if you're a custom apparel decorator who's pitching a quote to a client, one of the best tips to use is a good, better, best option for the apparel. Now this kind of opens the range up for cost and lets you provide an awesome solution for what your customer needs that's going to fit their budget. This way you're not just recommending a very cheap, economical kind of promotional tee, but you're offering different steps so your customer can gauge what styles and fit and finish and feel that they're going to get with their t-shirts. If you haven't noticed already, we do have a ton of video content out there, just like you're watching this one right now. And we have put together the top apparel styles of what we've seen ordered, and we have it linked right here in this video. So you could go on over to that video and see kind of the 6 to 8 top styles that we see consistently ordered as wholesale blanks. The last thing to keep in mind when you're ordering apparel is always order 1 or 2 extra garments. This allows you some wiggle room for testing to see if the apparel is scorching at a certain temperature and to make sure that the transfer type is adhering to the shirt as it is intended. This also is going to reduce waste down the line, and it'll give you, at best, an extra that you could give to your customer or one that you could hold on to for your own reference. That way, if anything goes wrong with the customer's order, you still have one in hand that you could also wash test or check anything on. Even if they're reordering, you could check the sizing or make any adjustments necessary. And that's it. This concludes our Getting Started with Transfer Express series. Now, I hope that you learned all the information to hit the ground running with your t-shirt business and custom screen printed or digital transfers from Transfer Express. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or there's something that we didn't cover, feel free to let us know. You can leave a comment below, or you could email us at info@transferexpress.com. We are always happy to help out. Of course, if you need any inspirational or educational tips for anything apparel printing related, you could check out our YouTube channel and subscribe. We just have tons of content that we're releasing every single week that's built to help you and your t-shirt business. But until we see you there, my name's Dave. Happy pressing. No robots ever. We don't have robots here. No robots. We have real people. No robots. There's no robots. Okay? Beep.